Hello, everybody. Welcome to this free video on handwriting analysis. I'm going to show you 5 traits in this particular video. I'm Farida Bharmal. I'm the founder of Miraki Counseling and Training Center. I am a counselor, a graphologist, that's a handwriting analyst, and life coach by profession. I'm going to take you through this process very quickly. You're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it. All right. So what are we going to do in this video? One, we're going to learn what is handwriting analysis. A lot of you might be feeling, hey, what's she talking about? So I'm going to explain a little bit, teeny weeny bit about it. And then I'm going to show you how you're going to analyze your own sample. For that matter, what I would love for you to do right now is take a sheet of paper and write down the paragraph which I have given you over here. Stop this recording for a moment and go ahead and finish it up. I promise you, you will love it. I'm hoping you would have paused the video and you have your sample ready by now. So what is handwriting analysis? Handwriting is a very complex neuromuscular activity. It's a sign of form of communication, a means of expressing your thought on paper, and even a form of therapy. These are the many uses of your own handwriting. And how does it, or what does it do when you're analyzing your sample? It helps you identify your personality, your likes, your dislikes, your strengths, your weaknesses. What is the sort of emotional makeup you have? What else can it reveal? It can reveal how enthusiastic a person is, how optimistic they are. What is their willpower? What is their thinking style? How they are concentrating? And a lot of things from there on. So are you ready to analyze your own samples? Lovely people. The first trait which I will help you analyze is of procrastination. So if you have this trait in your writing, it means that you're procrastinating. If you're not having the trait in your writing, something else is happening and you need to look on that. Okay? I'll give you some examples. Don't worry on that score. So the first thing which you need to look at is, do you have a T which the crossbar? So this, the line, the vertical line of your T, and there's a horizontal line, right? Is this horizontal towards the left of the T? If it's crossing, it's not counted. It needs to be towards the left of the T. If it's here in your traits, then it means that yes, you have the trait of procrastination present in your sample. What does it indicate? It indicates a lack of self-discipline. It could indicate a lack of self-discipline. It could indicate that you don't like what you're doing. It could indicate that you have a certain fear. If I end up finishing this job, then the next thing will come. Then what do I do? Okay. And because of what, you're holding back. Now, you might be thinking, why is that happening? But go ahead, ponder about it a bit, stay with it. If you look at it, is that trait there in your handwriting? Look at it. I have circled those T's for you. If you look at it, see your sample. Is it there? If it's there, let it, just maybe you can also circle it up over there right now. What usually happens, when you're procrastinating? Initially, we feel, oh, you know what? I got to do this work. This is a list which I have, and I need to finish it up. But then your monkey mind takes over and says, hey, I have time. So why do I do it? So at that point of time, you feel, yeah, okay, I can do it a little later. Maybe I should do that task first. But then when you go to do that task, you're like, no, maybe I should do that task first. So there is this, confusion going on in your mind, and you end up not doing anything at all because the confused state of your mind has taken over. What do you do at that point of time? Schedule it. If you schedule, say, even 3 tasks today and get that done, maybe say in 60 minutes, in 30 minutes, time it, get it done. Any one task, you take it, you schedule it, and you get it done. It will be easier for you to finish that particular task. Give it a try. Okay. The next trait is sensitivity to criticism. See, all of us feel bad. It's not a it's a universal thing. We all feel bad. But then what happens? So in when you feel bad, if you have this particular D loop, can you see the tummy over here in the D and the T loops? If you have this particular tummy in your handwriting sample, it indicates that you are feeling bad when someone criticizes your thoughts, your philosophies, your ideas. You feel bad if they are supposed to be commenting on you, the way you're dressing, the way you walk, the way you talk, the whatever you are eating. So anything that's happening and they're commenting on it, you end up feeling bad. Right. Again, I said nothing, it's universal, people do feel bad. But then what? See, we have in a day around 60,000 thoughts in our own mind, right? And at one point of time, one thought is pretty prominent. Now, when you think about what the other person has said to you, or you end up remembering what happened, then that thought becomes very prominent. Do you think that if that thought is prominent, you will be in a position to do any other work? No, right? So that's one of the reasons you need to understand, why this particular trait is there. And move on from there. So check your writing samples. Is this trait present in your handwriting? Okay, let's go to the next trait. The next trait is a need to be different. What does this indicate? It indicates, or you can find it in the I dots which you are seeing. So if you are having a I dot, which is a circular I dot, it indicates that you want to be different from the crowd. You want to be known for something. You don't want to just, you want to be acknowledged in a different way. So how does that happen? Allow me to, explain this trait to you in a better manner. So say that, you have this trait and there are certain things in your personality. If you have it, you end up taking a decision based on this need to be different. And sometimes that decision may not be in your favor. But at the same time, you have a personality which is very strategic, which is very logical. Okay, if I have this need, I can use it as my USP. The entire way of using, or, the entire way of making it in your, allowing it to flourish in your personality changes, right? So a trait can help you move up. It can also hold you back. I would wish for you to use it in the bestest of your capacities. It's a beautiful trait to have, provided you can use it in the correct sense. What is the next trait? I have seen this trait in married women. I have seen this trait in teenagers, and it's a very sad trait to have. It's a trait which indicates a feeling of guilt from within. And this feeling of guilt from within doesn't allow you to, go forward and grab that success which is there. I have seen people with this trait just leave that success at that end moment. And I don't want you to do that. If you have this trait in your writing, I would love for you to change it. Don't allow it to be there in your personalities. All right. So what does this indicate? A deep feeling of frustration from within. Whenever you're doing something good, it will just eat you from within. It will be like, I don't deserve this anymore. From today, I want you to understand that, you are enough and you deserve all the success which you have, and you give yourself the permission to let go of whatever has happened. Would you do that for me? Just allow yourself, or give yourself that permission to let go. We come to the final trait of today, which is the public self-image. Now, public self-image is nothing but your own signature. Your signature is a badge to the world. It shows you how you want to be looked upon by other people. So how you want other people to see you, to acknowledge you, to look at you. So that is what your signature indicates. You will be able to find out. Look at their own signatures. Can you see Ashwarya Rai's? Even if you're not having the I dot, you're still having the heart. She has the need to be different, doesn't she? You'll be able to see Shahid's D. Isn't he feeling bad? I'm hoping that he would have changed his signature. The underlining in your signature, it shows leadership capacities. But do you know there are so many forms of underscoring, and there are ways in which you wouldn't be able to. There's this entire class which I hold, just helping you understand what your signature means. For now, understand it's your self image, and if you have something of this sort, the underline is the leadership ability which shows in your signature. However, if it's just one line, if it's two lines, or it's half a line, or if it's coming back, or if it's circled, and that means something completely different.